I'm back with the weekly tarot horoscope for the week of February 6th to the 12th. I also have the podcast up on SoundCloud about what's going on in the heavens this week. This week we have a full moon and it is a lunar eclipse in Leo on Friday. So you can go to my blog to check out, I'm writing a little bit about the full moon, and then also there's a link there to the SoundCloud if you want to listen to the podcast. It's about 20 minutes, or you can just go directly to SoundCloud if you're interested in that. So you can find out what's going on astrologically. So for the month of February, I'm using the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. There it is there. That's the book. And then for our weekly Oracle card, I'm pulling it from the Gospel of Aradia. So that's for February. So let's get started. I've already shuffled. As always, I will start with Aries. We have, the Two of Water or the Two of Cups. So Aries, this is a great time to let your passions show. And this really works out with the astrology as well, because Venus and Mars are both in Aries this week, and definitely is a great time to, get together with your honey, get together with your lover, have a romantic week. Definitely romance is in the air for Aries. Share your passions, but it's also about working together in partnerships as well. And it's also a good week as well for getting together with friends and just for working together in partnerships as well. So emotionally, a very good week for Aries. For Taurus, we have the Counselor. There we go. So usually this is the Knight of Cups. So yeah, the Knight of Cups. So anyway, for Taurus, also a romantic week for you as well, and also a week to really go for your dreams. It's a week to, really look at what it is that you want, not just in your love life, but also creatively as well, and really go for that and not hold yourself back, and not to get sidetracked by people that might be cynical as well. And also people might look to you for some counseling this week and ask you for your advice. And I can see that you are definitely going to be staying very positive this week. So good on you, Taurus. For Gemini, we have Self. So this is a week, Gemini, where you're really going to be exploring your inner psyche. This is a week, and that, again, kind of goes with the astrology as well, that this is a week for really looking within for Gemini, for exploring the self. Not so much a week to go out there and do things, but it's a week for self-care and a week for self-analysis as well, and really exploring your ideas around your relationship to yourself and your future and what you want for the future. So it's a week of thinking for Gemini. For Cancer, we have the Seven of Fire. So Cancer, this might be a bit of a challenging week for you. This is a week where you're going to feel like perhaps you are either your ideas or your ethics or yourself is under a bit of attack, and you might even feel like people are a little bit jealous of you. But you really have to look at the power within. Cancer has a tendency to retreat when there's problems, and it says that you need to stand up for yourself on your ideas this week. For Leo, we have the Five of Air. So Leo, this week is going to be a time where you may feel like you just want to kind of give up on things. It may be a week where you're going to have to step back a bit, especially from people who maybe are negative or don't want to see things your way. You might have to step back and just say that's the way they are. It's better not to fight them. It also says too that you need to be a little bit detached this week, because there's things that might upset you, and so you have to kind of step back from things. For Virgo, we have Knowledge. So Virgo, this is a good week for learning. This is a good week for you to just dive in and read books and learn about all those things you've wanted to learn about. Is definitely a week to embrace knowledge. If you're in school, this is a week to kind of get down to work and get things done as well. For Libra, we have the Four of Earth. So Libra, you're definitely going to be feeling like you're looking at the structures in your life right now, feeling like you need to take a look at what's working and not working for you structure-wise, because you feel like your plate is definitely too full, and that you need to kind of examine what's working and not working for you on a very material basis. For Scorpio, we have the Two of Swords. So for Scorpio, this is a week of making some decisions. This is a week where you're going to have to analyze things. You're not going to really want to make decisions, but it's saying not making a decision is still making a decision. So you need to really examine both sides of things and really make a choice this week. Sagittarius has the 4 of fire. There we go. So Sagittarius, it's funny, you got the Archer, very appropriate. Sagittarius, it's time to take action, and it's time to move forward with things. It's time to aim for what you want and just go for it this week. For Capricorn, we have the 1 of earth, and appropriate for Capricorn, earthy one. So this is a time for, if you're looking for a new home, looking for a new job, it definitely is a great sign. It's time to get really earthy with things. It's time to examine your finances, time to examine, your home, and how you're dealing with sort of the material objects in your life and how you want to do with that, what you want to do with that moving forward. Aquarius, we have the 6 of fire. Oh, pardon me. Blah. So, Aquarius, the 6 of fire, which is usually about, it's about victory, but in this case, I see it as more like an agreement that you're coming to. This week is a week where you might have to mediate a solution or accept a mediated solution, but it really is for the best of all. You're going to have to balance your emotional and your logical sides this week. And Pisces, we have the 2 of earth, all about balancing things, juggling things. You're going to get a little bit of money this week, not a lot, but enough to kind of keep things going. Also, to your time, you feel like you're balancing it out pretty well. You might have to drop something at some point, but not this week. This week, you're handling it well. So it shows that this week is really kind of a more optimistic week, I think, than last week. That's for sure. And I'm going to look at what the overall message is for the week. We have taboo. Oh, interesting. So perhaps this is telling us that, and especially for a lot of sides I've seen in the messages here, it's really about examining things in our life. And sometimes we make assumptions in the structures of our life, or in, how we're spending our money or who we're spending our time with. We just do them because that's the way we've always done them before. And we haven't really examined, does this work for me? Is this something that actually makes sense? And should I continue doing it? And I think this week is kind of, especially, we've got the full moon here, is a golden opportunity to change things and to shake things up. Definitely this moon has a theme of shake up in it. And so sometimes we need to shake things up, and we need to say what we've been afraid to say, or drop the thing we've been afraid to drop, or try the thing we've been afraid to do. This is a week to kind of, break free of those restrictions. So that's what I'm seeing for this week. Like I said, if you are interested, you can go to the podcast, you can go to the blog, find out a little bit more about the astrology that's going on. And as always, you can go to my website or my Etsy shop down below if you want to order a reading, a card reading, or get an astrological chart. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.